The lighting low-key sucks right here. Oh, the lighting is so bad because the window, but like I like the plants and the bookshelf. I'm so muscular and fit. I'm so muscular and fit. I'm so muscular and fit. I'm so videogenic. Like, ooh, I look so muscular and so amazing in every video, in every picture. Okay, listen up, Buttercup. My little slut muffin you. I'm gonna yell at you today, I'm not kidding. And I have to keep this short because you guys know that I have like iPhone storage problems, dead ass. I'm giving you my ADHD ass manifestation routine. Not that you need a routine to manifest, this is just what I like kind of stuck to as a routine. I'm not saying that you have to do this in order to get your manifestations. I'm just sharing my ideas, how I like very much ADHD-ly like stay in alignment. I'm someone that, you know, comes from trauma. So keep in mind that some things might not resonate with you. I love to do my nervous system regulation. I like the rituals and routines, so whatever, okay? I'm going to just be sharing what I do on a daily basis so you can get ideas, come up with some things that you wanna try, you wanna do, incorporate your own spin on these things. I don't care. And obviously not every day is exactly perfect to a T. This would be like the ideal, okay? This is not my day-to-day every single day because obviously I'm human, but this is like what I do on a perfect day. Point blank period. It starts when I wake up from my slumber. Before I even leave my bed, I say to myself, I put my hands on my heart and I just say a few intentions. Like I'm like a few, like gratitude, my form of praying. So I say, thank you, universe, for allowing me to wake up today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I express whatever I'm grateful for in that moment. And then I express gratitude for what I want, but still like in the present moment. I just say, like, I just set some few intentions when it comes to what I want to experience today. So I'm like, thank you, universe. Today is full of love and laughter and success. Like, you know, point blank period. I talk to the universe as if it was my best friend, point blank period. I talk to my spiritual team as they were like literally in my room with me, as if they were my best friends. Okay, that's my form of praying. You might want to get down on your knees. You might want to go to church. I don't fucking care. The next thing I like to do is, again, before I even leave my bed, I have a Bluetooth eye mask, okay? I like to put that on if it fell off during slumber. And I like to do a guided meditation and a breath work and EFT tapping before I leave my bed. Yes, before I leave my bed, okay? And then after that, I will roll my roly-poly ass on the floor and grab my iPad and do a morning yoga flow. Sometimes it's a regular yoga flow, other times it's yin yoga, but I also found a few channels lately that really dive deep into more of somatic practice. So there's also like somatic yoga I've been really trying. Like having a routine is like something for me, but I also need to kind of like change up my routine. So like changing up my routine and is part of the routine for me. Because yes, I'm a Virgo, but I'm also filled with fire. I like routine, but I also like to change up my routine to keep it spicy. Okay, so changing up the videos that I do, changing up the meditations that I do whenever I feel bored or blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so now we stretched out the body, okay? Stretching out the body helps, okay? Helps you become less irritable because you're stretching out the body, you're less sore, you're less tense, and just slowing down and doing these movements and focusing on your breath. Again, you're like releasing these negative emotions, and obviously yoga, you get into the fascia, you get into the nervous system, blah, 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 all that scientific crap. Yoga just really helps me slow down my movements, especially if it's a yin practice. And it also just helps, again, like you're stretching out the kinks, like you're cleansing your body, you're helping the soreness so you're less irritable. Like, I swear to God, do not sleep on the fucking yoga. But here's the kicker. While I have yoga on my iPad, I'm also listening to some sort of affirmation track, whatever I feel. You can just go on to, lately I've been just enjoying like general affirmation tracks. I like to just go onto YouTube and type in morning gratitude affirmations, morning affirmations, and just see what one calls me that day, whatever. I'll put it on one AirPod in while I do my yoga coming from my iPad. Remember, this is a very ADHD routine. I use my ADHD to help me get what the fuck I want. I'm someone that believes that the subconscious mind is always taking in things, so why not listen to affirmations in the background while I do my motherfucking yoga? Like, what do I have to lose, bitch? I'm also listening to affirmations while I make my bed, while I clean my room, while I straighten up my room before work, while I make my bed, while I do my yoga, whatever. And then after my yoga, I'll go into the bathroom, brush my teeth. While I'm brushing my teeth and going pee and all that stuff, I'm still listening to affirmations. In the shower, sometimes I go back and forth, listen to affirmations, sometimes I listen to frequency music, or sometimes lately I've been doing my vocal exercises in the shower because I get so bored. Like, it takes a lot for me to just sit down like and do vocal warm-ups, so I might as well do the things that are boring while I'm doing something else. So I know that obviously I need to invest in my talents and get better to gain confidence so I can ignore it. So I do it. I also really love habit stacking the boring things while doing something else. Okay, listening to affirmations, it's kind of boring for me, so I do it with yoga. My vocal warm-ups, it's so boring to me sometimes, so I do it while I wash my ass. Cool, we're out of the shower. Some sort of affirmations are playing while I'm getting dressed to go to the gym, which is also the place that I work at, okay? So affirmations, some sort of positive YouTube video, some sort of positive podcast, but it's something like valuable, it's something positive, again, while I get ready, because I hate my overnight job. I hate it so much. So I need all the help that I can get to keep my vibe high, okay? Literally. Speaking about high, I'm literally puffing. I guess I'm puffing as I'm getting ready for work. Okay, also in the Uber, I'm not gonna lie, I lately have been watching Love Island in the Uber, but now that I finished with the seasons, I'm back to listening to my affirmations or motivational speech or some sort of positive video, something that I can learn, you know, stuff like that. And then I get to the gym. While I lift, I usually listen to music. I do work overnight, so I understand that this next part might not be for everybody, but I work overnight, so you bet your ass I'm listening to affirmation tracks, I'm listening to subliminals, I'm listening to, again, like success stories, anything positive, anything sort of self-development, I'm listening for like the 8 hours of my shift. Quickly, I forgot to mention that I'm always staying on top of my thoughts, robotic affirming. I didn't really put it in there because I think I forgot to put it in there because it's not really a technique that I do. It's just like, duh. And I'm constantly living in my imagination. I'm constantly visualizing because I like how it makes me feel. I don't understand all the hate when it comes to visualization. I love it. It turns me on. And I'm also visualizing all throughout my day, when I'm awake and when I'm at work, obviously. And when I fall asleep, I try to fall asleep within sats. When I slack on my routines, especially at work, I get so attached to the identity of an overnight worker, and sometimes I lose track and I lose sight of my dreams and I lose motivation. So it's really important for me, especially because I hate the people. Like, I can't like cut some rude ass people in customer service, man. So it just keeps me locked in for real to what the bigger mission and vision is. And then on my Uber home from work, obviously the same thing. I work out again after my shift. So I shower when I come home, again, vocal warm-ups in the shower. And then I go down to eat. Usually while I eat, I'm listening to some sort of affirmation again. And because I'm just someone that believes the subconscious mind is always taking in what we want. So I'm listening to a bunch of different affirmations throughout the day, not just like one thing. I'm listening to gratitude, I'm listening to health, I'm listening to morning affirmations. Like, I don't know, I just find peace in the rituals and the routines, and I love just taking care of my mind. Again, I'm not saying you have to go to this extent. I'm just putting my routines out there in case you want to try anything, see how it helps you. In no way, shape, or form am I saying that you have to be this psycho, this crazy to get what you want. Again, I'm traumatized. I know my limiting beliefs. I know the things that I struggle with. It's no secret that I still need help working with my disordered eating and my body, so I know what I gotta work on. And it's just like, that's what I'm saying, like, some people don't want it bad enough. Like, if you're really fucked up, get into reprogramming your mind. Like, you don't want it bad enough is the problem. You don't, because if you did, you would invest in yourself. You would come up with these routines. You wouldn't just want it now at a snap at a finger. A lot of people just crave instant validation, but they're not really willing to do the investing when it comes to getting what they want, right? I don't really want to call it work, but you know what I'm trying to say. So then after I eat, I will go back upstairs, do a yin yoga flow. Remember, because it's after my shift now and I'm usually very sore. Yin yoga is really good for rest and rejuvenation because you're holding the poses anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes. So I love doing a yin yoga after my shift before bed. I'll do a guided meditation. This one's a little bit more specific around manifesting my current manifestation goal, which is being a full-time content creator. And then I'll do an EFT tapping depending on whatever I'm struggling with. before bed. The EFT tappings that I've been doing a lot are fitness, weight loss, disordered eating, body image, because those are what I feel like are holding me back the most right now. And then when I get into bed, I have my Bluetooth eye mask, like I mentioned before, and I listen to a sleep track. Self-concept sleep tracks is what I've been going to at night. Also on my computer, desktop, I usually have some sort of frequency music playing. Lately, it's been the throat chakra to kind of help me express myself more and to feel safe talking on camera, because sometimes I feel like certain people judge me and just everything. Again, I know what I have to work with. Plug in and whatever you feel like you have to work on or whatever. Allow this to fit your life. And again, in no way, shape, or form am I saying that you have to do these things in order to manifest. I'm doing these things because I find joy in the intentionality, in the mindfulness, in the reprogramming, in bettering myself. And I'm a little crazy, but the best people are, okay? So hopefully you found insight, and hopefully you pick up some of these things and try them for yourself. But thank you guys so much for tuning into another Unhinged video. I love you guys so much, and like I always say, if anyone ever gives you shit for being who you are, tell them I will kick their ass.